It's me. I'm back. I've been busy. I've been sick. There's been a lot going on, but I'm back after week 18. The regular season's over, and I am here. Oh, by the way, if you just tuning in for the first time, my apologies. How rude. How rude of me. My name is Sasha. This is Fourth and Wine. And you know what we do here? We talk football, we drink wine, we have a good time. Um, yeah, so that's the gist of it. Welcome. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Anyway, but welcome. This week we are going to be talking about the Eagles. Week 18 is done. The regular season is over. We're going to be trying a new wine. You're going to listen to my crackly voice because I'm getting over something. But keep checking it out. You're listening to Fourth and Wine. All right. So let's get started talking about this wine, okay? I am trying a white, crisp grape variety from Austria. If y'all didn't know, that's across the pond. But this wine, the grapes were harvested. This grape variety was harvested in 2023. This bottle, these beautiful grapes. And this is a mm, mm, mm. Let me throw on my Austrian accent. This is a Grüne Veltliner grape variety. It is from the Lower Austria region. The region name, child, don't have me try to pronounce this. It is the Niederösterreich. Niederösterreich region. The area is made up of 8 different wine districts, none of which I will pronounce because I refuse to continue to embarrass myself on here. However, Austria, this grape variety is like big, one of the top grape varieties to come out of Austria. But over half of all vineyards in this region, an area of Austria. Wait, what the heck was I getting ready to say? Y'all, sometimes my ADHD be kicking in. Over half of the vineyards that are a part of these 8 districts make up the area of Austria. I'm gonna pour up some. Hopefully, I ain't shake this bottle up too much. It's a little acidic, like a lot of white grape varieties are. But I'm gonna pour up a glass. We're gonna do our usual. We're gonna look at the color. We are going to sniff and we are going to taste. So let's get into it. It's like a straw color. It is very golden. The bottle like gives a green hue a little bit, and they also have like green labeling on the bottle. It's a simple bottle label. These grapes are green, so it does kind of have, I guess, like a green tint to it. But it's straw. It's golden. It's very clear, very acidic. You can see some of the acidity and some of the bubbles in this wine. Let's smell. You swirl to release the aromas. And it smells like a lemon, lime, grapefruity. And let's give this wine a taste. It is acidic. You feel the bubbles. You feel it. Mm. And it's kind of spicy. I guess that's a weird way to describe it, but like it's seasoned a little bit. Um, so typically like foods in Austria are like Wiener schnitzels, meats and potatoes, venison, things like that come from that region, that area. So of course you can pair this wine with those things, but this wine also pairs very well with like Thai food, Thai cuisines. If you've ever been to Kalea, ask them for like a nice little Austrian wine to go along with it, a white Austrian wine. It's very citrusy, very crisp. They even call it peppery. So you could pair this with Thai food, spicy curries, um, spring rolls, things like that. Cheeses, light cheeses, roasted vegetables. So if you like those foods, you like this kind of wine. It is very dry, um, but it's very acidic. It has a 12.5% alcohol content. It's really not sweet. I could drink this like casually with nothing. Like I would probably sit and watch my shows and drink this. Speaking of watch my shows, so I have been watching this show Severance, and the new season is coming on in a few days. I'm excited to watch the rest of it. I can't wait for season 2. But if you haven't watched Severance, watch it. It's on Apple TV. Apple TV need to do a better job at promoting these shows because they got good shows. But anyway, Severance is really good, and it's, I believe, executive produced and directed by Ben Stiller. And the show is kind of like futurist sci-fi, and you essentially sever your work brain and your work memories from your actual memories. So like if you ever want to work-life balance, that is it. You don't remember anything that goes on at work. You don't remember your friends at work. Nothing. Those memories are wiped clean once you leave work. So what that mean? Something probably fishy going on down there. But watch the show. It is so good. Like I was hooked. And I told you I was sick. And I flew through them episodes, okay? Flew through them. The show is so good. Go watch it. I don't get paid to tell nobody to do anything. I don't get paid to tell y'all to taste this wine, which is a Grüner Veltliner. So it's from Austria. I would say go grab you a bottle of this grape variety. You can get any brand. This brand what is this brand? This brand is it looks like it's a Windsor Krems. You could try that brand, you could try any brand, but this is good, y'all. And it's not overly alcohol-y. Like it's not too strong. So I would definitely say you could sip on this and watch the shows. But let's get into football, Eagles football at that. So like the season is over. Like the season is over now. We played week 18 against the New York Football Giants. I don't know why I said their full name like that, but Tanner McKee, he was starting because Jalen Hurts was in concussion protocol. Then our second string, Kenny Pickett, who used to be the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was out due to rib injury. So Tanner McKee started. And he played well. He played very well. If I had to pick between him and Kenny Pickett, I really don't know. I might still choose Kenny Pickett, which is crazy. Somebody might come at me for saying that, but Tanner McKee played very well. So against the Giants, he threw for 269 yards, 2 touchdowns, and had over a 65% completion rate. He played lights out. There were 2 instances, though, during the game where he could have had some picks. The thing is, it didn't happen because the New York Football Giants suck. The Giants, they just flat out suck. So let's also take that into account because all week I've been hearing people say, well, Tanner McKee, he next up, next up, next up. And I'm not saying that he isn't. I see a lot of potential and I think he is a good quarterback. But he played against the Giants in week 18. It is the last game of the season. The Giants may have given up already. Also, the Giants just aren't a good team. However, Tanner, he could make his reads very quickly. He moves through his progressions very quickly, and it's probably because of his height. He like 6'6", 6'5", or something. They be gassing some of these football players' heights. But he can see over the defenders. He made his reads quickly. He got rid of the ball quickly. He seemed very calm, cool, collected. He didn't panic when there were defenders in his face. He made some good decisions and in some crunch moments when he had defenders coming at him. Every play, every drive isn't going to be perfect, but I really think Tanner showed up and showed out. He looked better than Kenny Pickett did over the last few games. If you want to look at the stats and actually dig into the numbers, but I would probably still pick Kenny Pickett, and I'm not sold on Kenny Pickett being the quarterback. However, if I had to choose someone to come in and replace Jalen, I'd probably still pick KP. He's a vet. He was a starter on his previous team. So, in the postseason, he probably would come a bit more prepared than Tanner, who has never had an NFL start. It was his first NFL start this past Sunday. So, I think Kenny Pickett is still the number 2. But Tanner, it's good to see that even when you have your number 3 come in and play well and do what he needed to do against a bad team, it's promising. And it makes you feel like, okay, he might can come out here and back up Jalen. I mean, Kenny Pickett is here on a 1-year deal. I still think they should go out and continue to look for a number 2 if Kenny Pickett leaves after the season. But Tanner, kudos, my guy. But as I was cheering for Tanner, I'm like, yo, you do not have a name to cheer for. Tanner. I just keep thinking of Full House. Wasn't that the name of somebody on Full House? Tanner. That's all I keep thinking about. But originally I was gonna get on here and be like, oh, who would we want to play against the Green Bay Packers? Would it be Tanner? Would it be Kenny Pickett? But as of a few hours ago, our emergency quarterback, Ian Book, he's waived. So that looks like Jalen's coming back and he is making his way through concussion protocol. So it is likely he will be playing on Sunday against the Packers, which is very, very good news. But let's talk some about Sunday's game. They rested all of their starters except Dallas Goedert, which was rightfully so because Dallas Goedert coming off an injury. So you kind of want to get him some reps, get him used to it, get him in a game, get him back into a flow since he hadn't played in a few weeks with his injury. And also they had Jordan Davis out there, my guy JD. They had him out there till late into the second half, honestly, and he played and he didn't mind playing because honestly he needed to get the reps as well. I was looking and he's actually, including the last game, he's only played 37% of all snaps, which now he's met and matched the defensive players, the lowest defensive starters percentage of snaps played. So he needed to get more reps. And I think that was a problem a lot last year with a lot of our defensive players rotating them out, switching them out, having this guy up, this guy sit. There was a lot of movement and chaos last year when it came to our defense, along with them switching out coordinators and doing a whole bunch of other stuff. But there was a lot of chaos last year with players and a lot of movement. And I think the guys just getting into a rhythm, like we was talking about a few weeks ago when it comes to AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, you know, our receivers getting into a rhythm. We wanted to pass the ball more so they could get into a flow throughout the game, etc. And that's what Jordan Davis needed. I think Jordan Davis also, he's made a lot of improvements since last season. He's lost some weight. Last season he was over 350. Now he's under. He lost like 20 pounds. So like seeing him, he looks a lot better. He looks more in shape. Last season, watching him run to the sideline between snaps, gasping for air, he just looks happier. He looks healthier. And it feels good moving into, our postseason against the Packers. Now, starters sat on Sunday. Most notably, everyone's been talking about it. Saquon Barkley sat out on Sunday, and it was a big thing after week 17 against the Cowboys, whether or not Saquon Barkley was going to play. Should he play? He was 101 yards away from beating the all-time rushing record of Eric Dickerson for the most rushing yards in a season. People keep saying, well, Eric Dickerson did it in 16 games, but they don't realize that Saquon had significantly like 30 less carries than Eric Dickerson and was only 100 yards away from beating his record. Everyone has beaten this topic into the ground. Beaten it into the ground. Should Saquon have played? Now, you want my opinion? Here it is. Yes. Yes. I think he should have played. And that's like selfishly me wanting him to get the record. Selfishly me wanting that O-line to have that opportunity, especially against his former team. It would have been nice to get the record. But he didn't. He didn't play. They announced that early on before week 18 started that Saquon will not be playing. And I also was very much okay with that. My thing with it is the likelihood of the Eagles making the Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, there's a chance, but it's hard to get to a Super Bowl. Then it is hard to win a Super Bowl. So then to leave this season without a ring and without the all-time rushing record kind of sucks from like Saquon and that O-line's point of view. And a lot of people talk about injuries and how he could have been injured in week 18. And we've seen it last year with AJ Brown. I know he could have been injured. But he could have been injured in week 17. He could have been injured in week 10, 11. Like, it could have happened at any point, at any time. I don't think he should have sat out. I don't think they should have sat him out. But I do understand why. And that is the safe bet. Because people were talking about, oh, he should have played. He should have played. And let him have gotten hurt or just been bruised up or even like dinged or sore or not 100% going into the postseason. Oh, this team would have been calling for Nick Sirianni's head. It don't take much for Philly media, Philly fans to run you out the city. It don't take much. Look at Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris. This city will chop you at the neck, okay? It's all or nothing with this city. When this city love you, they love you. But when they don't, you gonna know. You will know. So I do understand. I just feel like next year, though, who knows if Saquon will get close to the rushing record again. He's a year older. This O-line might be different. The offensive coordinator might be different. And I would seize any opportunity presented to me and my team, the coach. Like, who knows? Who knows what could happen next year? So the likelihood of him hitting it again, it is possible because Saquon, honestly, top tier. Like watching him play in New York, it's like, wow, you did that with a crappy team, but also you just didn't see like his full potential in New York. Like he was wasting away up there. And he came here breaking records, being in MVP discussions. Like, dude, the guy is insane. Like, thank God for Saquon. Like, seriously, thank God for Saquon. We don't have the bye because we didn't secure the number 1 seed because we lost to the Washington Commanders. And so now we are going to be set to play the Green Bay Packers for the wild card. And the Green Bay Packers after week 18 lost a key player, and I don't wish injury on anyone, but this may work to the benefit of the Eagles. They lost their number 1 receiver, Christian Watson. He is out with a torn ACL. Jair Alexander has been out. He is on IR. He is there. Jair Alexander is their top cornerback. And Jordan Love got dinged up. Do I think Jordan Love is okay? And do I think he'll play against the Eagles? 1,000%. I mean, even their coach, Matt LaFleur said that Jordan Love was fine. They just decided not to put him back in the game week 18, which, I mean, that's a smart move because just like me, what I just was talking about how Saquon should have played and risk injury, but I'm like, oh, Jordan Love should have sat out. But like, he played, he got a little bruised up. Let's just leave your QB1 out. You want to make a push through the playoffs. You're trying to get to the Super Bowl. I get it. So they didn't put him back in the game during week 18, and they lost to the Chicago Bears. But yeah, so we're going to play them again. We played them in week 1 in Brazil. Jordan Love got injured that week as well. I do feel confident going in to play them, especially with some of their injuries and the players that are out. However, we play the Packers, and if we beat the Packers, I don't want to be overly confident, but moving on, we move to our next playoff game. We would possibly play either the Bucks or the Commanders. We have lost to the Commanders once this season. Granted, Jalen Hurts did not play that game. So we had Kenny Pickett come in trying to get comfortable and get in a rhythm with these guys that he doesn't normally play with. But I feel way more confident playing the Commanders than I do the Bucks. I'm leaning more towards the Commanders. So I'm rooting for the Commanders to beat the Bucks. I just don't think they're going to do it. The Bucks are a gritty team. Do I think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl? No. But it's a one and done in the playoffs. One game, one mistake. You got to play perfect football in the postseason because there's no next week. Like, you're not coming back. You don't get another chance. It's over. Your season's done. Head to Cancun. But the Commanders got fight in them, and they fight to the end. So, maybe they'll pull something out of here. Maybe they'll beat the Bucks. They got a chance. I think they got a chance to beat the Bucks. So I'm rooting for them. Which is scary if they do like murder the Bucks too. I don't. The Eagles can be iffy, and maybe I'm just pessimistic. You could call me what you want, but the Eagles, they get you high, they get you high, they get your hopes up, and sometimes they just let you down. But our team is better than both of these teams. Our team is better than the Bucks. Our team is better than the Commanders. Our team is better than the Green Bay Packers. Hell, our team is better than the Vikings and the Lions. Like, I think the Eagles are the best team in the NFC. On paper, we are the best. But, like, none of that matters if you make mistakes, you get penalties, if your quarterback is hurt, if any of your players are hurt or not 100%. Like, it's about everything falling in line and us playing grade A freaking football. That's how we going to win and make it through the playoffs. So, I think Jaden Daniels is special. I think he is special. I think the Commanders got one. And him and those Commanders, they play till the end. So maybe they'll pull out this win against the Bucks. However, if they do not, and we have to play the Bucks, I am nervous. The Eagles have a losing record against the Bucks in the postseason. The Eagles have not beaten the Bucks in the postseason since our 2001 season. Y'all know in 2001, I was in 5th grade. Ooh, I just gave my age. Over 20 years ago, we played the Bucks in a wild card. I remember watching the Eagles that season. We got to wear our jerseys to school, Jersey Day at school. And it was when I first fell in love with the Eagles, 2001. My grandpa bought me my Brian Dawkins jersey. I was hype. But like, we haven't beaten the Bucks in over 20 years. Brian Dawkins was on the team. Donovan McNabb was our quarterback. Andy Reid was our coach. So was Ron Rivera and John Harbaugh. Like, put that into perspective, y'all. Hugh Douglas played on our team. Ike Reese. Like, these people are now on the radio. Like, y'all probably know them for being, like, radio hosts. Like, before y'all know them as players. We played at Veterans Stadium the last time we beat the Bucks in the postseason. Like, let's really get this in a perspective. So I'm not confident going into, if we make it past the Green Bay Packers, which, dear God, let's say a prayer because I hope we do. But if we make it past the Green Bay Packers, I'm not confident playing the Bucks if we have to play them. So Commanders, go. Commanders, go. What's their thing? All hail to the Commanders. I'm wishing you the best. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, sweetie. Do a great job because I really don't want to play the Bucks. And that is the team that I don't want to see. Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans. Like, let's think about that. Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans. Quinyon Mitchell, great. As good as he is, he's still a rookie. Watching him go up against Adam Thielen when we was playing the Carolina Panthers, like, my man was getting worked. by Adam Thielen. He is a good wide receiver, don't get me wrong, but he's a vet. Mike Evans is too. I don't think Mike Evans hasn't seen under 1,000-yard season in over a decade. It I don't I just the rookies against someone like Mike Evans, they just gonna get cooked. Cooked. I They are good, but I can't see them holding a candle to Mike Evans. I just don't think they're there yet because they're young. They got more development to do. The first season, they are great for coming in as rookies, but there's more. There's more untapped potential there. Yeah. So I mean, ultimately, I'm excited for the postseason. I can't wait. I'm gonna be in the mix on Sunday. I had to cancel plans with my friends because I had to make sure I was on time for the mix, being mixy and going to watch the game because I can't be late. And I just felt like if I hung out with my friends in the morning, I would have been late. I might have missed part of the game. I don't know. So I had to reschedule. So now I'm not going to see my friends. Well, I'm having something before then. But now it's going to be a good 2 months before me and my friends get together again. Being an adult is so weird because you make plans and none of your schedules really align, and you make plans 3 months out. You're like, yo, I'll see you March 2026. That's our next free day. And then y'all go on a brunch together. And you hope don't nothing come up in between that time where now you need to push again and reschedule and try to map out y'all schedules together. Being an adult is weird. But I love my friends. I talk to them every day. But look, I keep wanting to say week 19. Week 19. But we're going into the wild card round. It'll be exciting to see the outcomes of the other teams, to see who we playing next. Hell, to see if the Vikings, you know, make it out. They didn't look good last week. They played the Lions and looked horrible. Sam Darnold started to Sam Darnold, okay? And Jared Goff was Jared Goffin. But not me using their names, but Jared Goff threw 2 interceptions, and the Vikings still managed to lose that game. I Sam, their defense needed to come through and score for them. That was the only way they was gonna get points on Sunday. I know Justin Jefferson is heated, but them diamonds was dancing though. Yeah, that necklace on them, necklace and them earrings. That was nice. That was real nice. But the Vikings, they look like they have some weaknesses. So they also look like a team that can be beat. The Lions, though, it is hard to envision them losing right now. They come with fire, they come with grit, they play for their coach, they play for each other. Like, and Jared Goff will throw 10 interceptions, and somehow the Lions still win. That team doesn't stop, and their coach is aggressive. I love aggression. Like that's why I said Saquon needed to play. I said if I ever became an NFL coach, if it's fourth and anything less than 5, I'm going for it. Tush push or no tush push, I am going for it. Let's go. Let's go. They would fire my ass in a heartbeat. But with all that being said, the Lions are tough and they don't seem like they are slowing down anytime soon. But my Eagles tough too. What you gotta say? What you gotta say? They gonna bring it. And it would be interesting and it would be fun. It would be a very good game. At least I think it would be a good game if the Eagles and the Lions both made it to the NFC Championship and played each other. Because that would be the two top teams in the NFC. I hope, and this is a side note, I just hope the Chiefs don't make it bad. But they probably are. That Patrick Mahomes is top 5 quarterback of all time. Like, it is what it is. As much as I hate to say it, that boy's good. Good. But anyway, go try the Grüne Veltliner from Austria. White wine, crisp, good, acidic, not too alcoholic. I paid, dang, I don't know how much I paid for this. And I usually know the price for y'all. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm slacking, but it was less than $20. I paid between $10 and $20 for it. And I always go to Total Wine and get the pick six, which is also why sometimes I don't remember the price because you get a little discount, and I buy so much at one time. But I could tell you, I'll get like 6 or 9 bottles of wine when I go to Total Wine. And I have never spent over like $150 ever. They have so many deals, so many good wines to choose from. Every wine ain't good that I get. Some be real cheap and just because it's cheap don't mean it's not good, because whatever your taste is your taste. But some be like cheap and just not good, like real bad. But you can get so many, you could try so many and just have fun with it. Honestly, learn, explore, try with different meals, different foods. So get this Gruner Veltliner. It is spelled GRUNERVELTLINER. But yeah, that's it for now. I can't wait until after the wild card round because I hope I'm coming here with excitement, happiness, joy, because we moving along, y'all. Moving through the playoffs. I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to watch football just in general and just consume my month of January with playoff football. But until next time, y'all, peace.